This week we have been looking at the race for Republican Steve Scalise's seat in the U.S. House. We've already talked to the Democrat in the race. Today, it's the Libertarian who believes the government's only constitutional role should be to help individuals defend themselves from force or fraud. And the candidate who is joining us this morning via Zoom is Libertarian Howard Kearney. And this is not your first time at this race, is it?
That is right. This would be my fourth run.
What got you started to think about, making a run for Congress?
Well, really, it was that we kept seeing the same old thing from the Republicans year after year. Hey, if you just keep us in power, we're going to make things better for you. We're going to reduce taxes. We're going to make you safer. But the reality is it's not been. They've just been playing party politics, fighting between each other, and not actually looking for solutions.
And I mean, let's be honest, your candidacy is a long shot. Scalise has been very powerful and has won this seat overwhelmingly for years. What makes you think you have a chance at unseating him?
Well, what I think is that people are starting to get tired of the same old politics. I think that they are looking for those individuals that will stand apart and oppose the Washington thinking that is up there, that they can control and solve all problems.
And one of the things I'm looking at your platform here, and let's go over some of the issues that are very important to voters right now. I mean, the economy is number one. The fight for democracy is also up there. Abortion has been a big issue. It's dropped down because of inflation and the economy. But I'm looking at your platform right now, and one thing kind of makes me curious. You say everyone has the right to control his or her own body, action, speech, and property. Then down lower in your platform, you go, the right to life, including full protection of the unborn. So are you pro-life, pro-choice, or somewhere in the middle?
No, I'm very pro-life. My first statement includes the unborn in having their life. If the unborn could make their own choice, then they can make that choice. But for right now, it is upon us to protect the unborn.
So then you agree with what the Supreme Court ruled in overturning Roe v. Wade?
Yes, yes.
And what are some of the other things that you think are important in this race that you want to see changed in Congress?
Well, I think one of the things I'd like to see is the decentralization of our federal system. There are many things that the federal system is doing that override state control. For example, the Department of Education is a great example of the federal level interfering with education. I think also looking at ways to de-legislate licensing requirements that really prevent the lower income people getting into the job market because of the cost of licensing, things like that. So decentralize and de-legislate is really what I'm looking for.
And in these interviews, we're trying to get to know people. Tell us a bit about yourself that people don't know about Howard Kearney.
Well, I live in Mandeville. I've lived there for about 25 years. I'm married with 3 children and 1 grandson. I'm a computer programmer by trade. I guess that's about it.
If you would, let's say by some chance you make the runoff and possibly beat Steve Scalise, what would be the first thing you do when you got to Washington?
I think really the first thing I would do is try to begin a coalition or a gathering of like-minded liberty-seeking individuals. The Massey, the Rands, those type of individuals to get together and say, you guys are not alone. Liberty is important. Let us begin to work together towards that.
But do you think you can? I mean, this country is so divided. Congress is so divided right now. The parties are so divided. I mean, what is the answer?
I think the answer is to stop worrying about trying to win victory over the other party, but rather look at solutions that are the right solutions that work from both parties, and bring them in. Right now, all we have is deadlock because it's not important to have the right idea. It's more important to make the other one look bad. And that is what I'm coming in to do, is to bring in better ideas and the right ideas.
And are you willing to compromise, because the House is either, for 99%, is either Democrat or Republican?
But right, I mean, there is compromise to find the right solutions. Am I dogmatic in my beliefs? No, I think there's a more pragmatic way of getting there, to work with individuals and groups to come up with a common solution.
All right, Howard Kearney, good luck in the election. We appreciate you coming on and getting to know your
Thanks a lot.
platform.